Welcome to 411carline.com. You can find us at 411carline.com. You can give us a call, 952-540-9000. You're welcome to view the free Carfax on our website. Click on the little Carfax icon next to the vehicle. It'll say Carfax Advantage Dealer or Carfax One Owner. And you're also welcome to set up an appointment on our website or give us a call, 952-540-9000. We have this 2000, I believe it's a 13 Honda Fit. It's a one-owner vehicle from out of state. It's pretty clean for the year and the miles. Low miles for a Honda in the 70,000 mile range. Not even broken in my opinion. These will run forever as long as they're serviced properly. It's been fully inspected by a third-party mechanic shop. It's found to be in excellent condition mechanically. It's got nearly brand new, looks like brand new tires on it. We didn't put them on, but you can still see all the little nubs on the outside and the tread depth. Looks like somebody just put these on it before we got it. Overall condition, headlights are nice and clear. It is a few years old, so it's not brand new by any means, but it's relatively clean. I didn't see, there's like some very tiny rock chipping, but you really have to be looking for it on the hood here. Front bumper is nice and clean. No rock chipping, I don't see there. Yeah, headlights are nice and clear, which is uncommon for a Honda of this generation. Wheels, each one of them has a tiny bit of curb rash. This one has a little bit along here. Keep walking around. Side skirts and doors. I didn't notice any dents, dings, scratches that really jumped out at me. It's white, so I guess you can't really see a lot of that stuff, which is kind of nice. You can see again, you can still actually see the nubs on the tires, so these are brand new actually. So still see the colored lines as well. Kind of looking in the wheel wells here, you can tell what the bottom of the car usually looks like. If you look in this area, it's really rusty. The bottom's going to be real rusty. That bolt looks like they do from the factory, so pretty clean. Usually Hondas, you'll get rust in this area too. This one doesn't have that. Again, this wheel has a little curb rash there, and then this little spot right there. Rear bumper is nice and clean too. You usually get a lot of scratches on the top side here from sliding stuff in and out. This one looks relatively good. Cool little car. Sporty looking. This wheel looks pretty clean. It's got a little bit of rash on it, but yeah, again in the wheel well there, nice and clean. Same with this side of the car. I didn't really notice anything that jumped out at me. I guess on the mirror there's a tiny scratch, a couple little scuffs. But on the actual body panels, it's pretty straight and clean. This one's got just a tiny bit of curb rash as well, but not uncommon, just the way that these wheels are shaped and how they are on the outside of the wheel, or on the outside of the tire kind of. They're flush with it, so looks like someone did brakes fairly recently on it. I'll show you the underneath now, and then it'll be easier to talk than when it started up. Underside here. My phone doesn't like to light up. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty clean. Doesn't look like any Minnesota Midwestern car underneath. Looks definitely above average as far as underbodies go. Yeah, even the suspension's still all black. Not all rusty like it would be around this area. The car with even these miles would be all orange underneath around here. Door bottoms too, nice and clean. Interior is, I would say about average, maybe a little above average, especially for a Honda. It's got a lot of plastic, so of course there are some like scuffs and scratches here and there. But there's no cracks, there's no rips, no tears. Carpet seems pretty clean. Non-smoker vehicle. The seats here, kind of a two-tone blue and black. Manual seats, power windows, power locks. This back seat is really cool. So not only does it fold down this way and fold completely flat and flush with the back. See that? Oop. That camera will focus here. But it also allows you to fold this up and then push that down, and then you have all this space in here. So maybe if you do have a pet, or I would imagine you could fit almost a bicycle back here with both sides lifted up, or whatever you'd like to put in there, but it gives you a lot of space this way, which most cars don't. You just get that back little space area, which is it's pretty cool. Other spots you'd see rust on a Honda. My phone is having trouble focusing. Probably time for a new phone. I'm still on like a iPhone 7 SE or something like that, so. So it's got the factory floor mats that come with it. Something that was interesting to me is the back floor mats are bigger than the front floor mats, which is usually the opposite. Spare tires in there as well. So again, these fold completely flat and flush with that. And there's a decent amount of space there, especially for a hatchback car. I forgot to show you the door bottom on the other side, but they all look just like this. No rust, nice and clean. There's a couple little marks here and there on the interior, just probably from setting stuff down. There's like a little tiny snag right here. It's not a rip or anything, but don't really see any signs of pets in here either, but I could be mistaken on that. Smoke smell, I definitely can smell pets sometimes. If they keep them nice and clean, it's kind of tough to tell. This one doesn't have any signs of either, so. Yeah, so a couple little scratches here on the plastic, but all the cloth and everything is pretty clean. Headliner, nice and clean. No sags or anything. Hop in and start it up here. It is a manual 5-speed transmission. I have driven it. Clutch is nice and strong. Clutch lets out at about a quarter clutch pedal travel. So that means that the clutch is still really good. Clutch on a, I've seen Toyotas where the clutch lasts 300,000 miles when they're one-owner vehicles, and then people are extremely good manual drivers. So a lot of people think clutches only last 50 to 100,000 miles, but with proper manual driving, they should last much longer than that. So it's a Honda, it's basic, it's got auxiliary here. Of course, all the radio, all the heat and everything is just non-automatic. I guess you'd call that manual, maybe. The manual is in here. And it's got a USB port there. Cruise control, radio controls, lights, does have fog lamps. The intermittent wipers with the rear wiper. Miles are 75,165. No lights on other than the seatbelt light and the brake light because I have the e-brake on. So, of course, the seatbelt light goes off when I put my seatbelt on, but it does have traction control. I believe, I guess we can see here, Tpms. It does have tire pressure monitoring. So, tire pressure sensors. power mirrors, power locks, everything works. Let's hop out here. Man, it's like a fall day here in Minnesota. My phone does pick up. Probably would be a good idea. Never done that before. I usually take pictures over there where it's nice and flat, so forgot to put the e-brake on. Started rolling away from me. Anyways, my phone does pick up the valve train noise. These motors do make a lot of valve train noise too. You get like the ticking with the Honda thing. So, but runs well, no leaks. Fully inspected. Hood's nice and clean too. Sometimes Hondas you get chips and then it starts to rust. Come on, focus phone. There you go. It's pretty good. It's got a Honda battery. I think, if I remember correctly, this one was serviced at Honda, if I remember correctly from the Carfax. So, I suppose I have the Carfax sitting right here. Yeah, 18 service records, so excellent service for the miles, and it was serviced at a Honda dealer. One owner, damage report on there. Usually that's minor damage when it's reported as damage report rather than accident report, so not too concerning. It's a Honda. Essentially, you're buying a drivetrain that'll last forever. Not necessarily a luxury. So this one you can find at 411carline.com. Again, you can find the Carfax there, set up an appointment, or if you have any questions, setting up an appointment is easiest over the phone if you give us a call. If you have any questions, feel free to call us, 952-540-9000. Thanks. Have a great day.